Hi guys, it's Miahjay here. Today I'm going to show you how I make my Asiago cheese grits and shrimp. This recipe is special for me because this is something I grew up eating. My mom always made us shrimp and grits, so it is such an honor for me to be able to not only share this recipe with you all, but also show you how I put my Miahjay spin on it. I'm gonna start with the grits, and then I'm gonna move on to the sausage, and then I'm gonna show you how I fry up my shrimp. When I make my grits, I like to get the old-fashioned kind that cooks a little bit slower. In my opinion, I feel like they taste better than the quick grits. When you're making your grits, you get creative with it. Try different things, different spices. What I like to do to mine is add a little bit of Tabasco sauce, just a tad bit, like a drop, and different herbs. I have here some thyme, a little bit of dried sage, and a couple of red pepper chili flakes. So what I'm gonna do is first add a drop to my water, a couple drops actually. And then I'm gonna put just a little piece of butter. And I have a half a stick here. I'm gonna eventually add this whole half a stick into the grits. And my water is boiling, so I'm gonna put the grits in and stir it really, really good. Now I stir my grits going into the pot so that they won't clump. Nobody likes clumpy grits. So now I'm gonna add my spices. The key to a good grits are low and slow. So you want to cook them on low for a slow amount of time. And that way you'll get that nice creamy consistency that I think everyone should strive for when cooking grits. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let these simmer for about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, while the grits are simmering, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my sausage. When my sausage and my sauce is done, then I'm gonna come back and finish the grits off with a little bit of cheese and some cream. Starting with my sausage, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in some hot melted butter. And I'm using Andouiile sausage so that I can have that Cajun kick added to my shrimp and grits. These are gonna cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until they're nice and golden brown. When they're nice and golden brown, I'm gonna take them out, make my sauce, and then put them back into the sauce, put it to the side to go over my grits. My grits have been cooking for about 5 to 10 minutes now. As you can see, they're starting to get nice and thick. What I'm gonna do is add some more butter to the grits. I remember coming home from school as a little girl and smelling that good aroma of some cheese grits with some fried shrimp hitting me as soon as I walk in the door. There is nothing greater than coming home to some quality home-cooked shrimp and grits. My mom didn't put sausage in hers, but my husband, my kids, they like sausage, so that's why I chose to add the andouille to it. As you can see, my sausage, they're pretty brown, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove them from the pan. It smells so good. Now I have here some red cooking wine with a little bit of sherry that I'm gonna add to my garlic. And give it a good mix. And what's happening right now is all of that good stuff that was at the bottom of the pan from the sausage, it's gonna cook up into the red wine. And what you're gonna get is a delicious sauce. So we're gonna let this simmer for a while until it evaporates some. And then I'm gonna add a couple of spices and seasonings, as well as my chicken stock and cornstarch mixture that I have here. And this is gonna thicken the sauce. Okay guys, so my wine has reduced by half. And what I'm gonna do now is add to it my mixture. Oops. And this is gonna thicken it up and give it some extra flavor as well. And I'm just gonna stir this and let it thicken up a little bit. It should only take about a good minute or two to start thickening it up. What I have here is some basil, oregano, thyme and sage. It's all fresh. I took and chopped it up, and I'm gonna add it to my sauce. And I'm gonna put all of it in there because I love spices. As you can see, this sauce is nice and thick. I have here a little bit of Creole and Cajun seasoning blended together, and I'm gonna take and sprinkle it into my sauce. Perfect, really good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my sausage back into the sauce. Okay guys, so my sausage in the sauce is done. What I'm gonna do is just put it to the side and go ahead and add to my grits milk and the cheese. Starting with some half and half. That's actually what I have, not whole milk. I'm gonna pour it in just to give the grits some extra creaminess and to kind of break some of that thickness up just a little bit. I have here sharp cheese. I'm gonna start with that. This is about a cup that I'm gonna add into the grits. I'm gonna stir it really, really good. And then I have here some grated Asiago cheese that I'm gonna put into the grits. Now that this Asiago cheese is gonna add a nutty-like flavor that is oh so delicious. Now I'm gonna start frying my shrimp. I have here a flour blend that I put together. My flour blend is flour, cornstarch, and cornmeal that I seasoned with my Hawaiian Alea sea salt blend. You can go to my website, miahjay.com, to purchase a bottle today. I also put in there a couple of other seasonings like Creole, Cajun, and just a little bit of spice. When I'm frying, I always put my mixture or my breading into a container like this that's lidded so that I can shake and have an easier cleanup at the end. My shrimp have been marinating in a mixture that includes sriracha, egg, a little bit of buttermilk, and some half and half. Okay, I have my shrimp all fried. As you can see, they're deliciously crispy golden brown. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and start plating. Starting with my grits, I'm gonna put a couple of spoonfuls into a bowl here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of a couple pieces of my sausage. I'm gonna add it. About 3 pieces of shrimp to the top. And a couple pieces of green onions. And I like a lot of sauce, so I'm adding some around the ends. And here are my Asiago cheese grits and shrimp.